Welcome back, everybody. Sound issues fixed, let's hope. Gods from Beyond the Summit, let's do our intro again. We got WPC due to action Orange in China, taking on the Chinese Gauntlet here. In WPC, they're going to be taking on Hyper Glory Team to start things off. Then they go up against Invictus Gaming. I'll be taking you through our first series of today, solo casting this first game, possibly with co-casters for games 2 and onwards, but we'll hop ourselves in the game. Sound is fixed, no more picnics, I hope. They're all deaf. Let's hope so. You guys are all deaf, just in your right ear, but I did some ghetto fix. I'm sure I'm going to get yelled at by LD because I'm not meant to fix the audio issues the way I did, but hey, it's fixed one way or another. But guys, we're going to hop ourselves into the draft, as you guys can see. Make sure I don't do any spoilers, which I'm ever so guilty of doing every now and then, as we will be casting off the somewhat familiar-looking Chinese WPC draft screen. It's familiar for some other reasons, but we've got... Yeah, game one. Orange is their first match in China. Winter, my good friend, has made his way over to China and is hopefully going to be not doing a repeat of some of his past international turns. But I've got faith in him. I'm wearing my Malaysian flag in Dota TV, sporting some support towards the R&D Sports fellas. Also good friends with Sharky as well. Don't know the other three players, but as we saw someone in the player intros, those Malaysians guys, Yasir is like 17 years old. I think Shox was like 20 years old, so it's a very, very young team that we are seeing head over to China. So they definitely need an experience. And moving on to the SEA qualifiers, it's actually going to be like a really good experience. For qualifiers, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to see how Orange. So you can see them there in their booth. The captain, Winter, serious, deep in thought, next to probably like I would say it's co-captain Sharky. Sharky's been around for a long, long time. Been at many he was at TI1, was meant to be at TI2, unfortunately did not end up making it, but hopefully going to be making that road to TI4 with Orange Esports through the qualifiers. So we'll see. What's going on? What's going on? No sound, huh? You guys, everything okay? I'm so confused. Dead stream. Dead stream. You guys got sound? Let me make sure everything's okay. I think we're good. We don't have in-game sound yet. If I put in-game sound on, well, the problem is the in-game's like ahead of the stream, so that means it will spoil what the picks are gonna be. You guys are just trolling me. That's all this is. But we'll see what Orange have done here. They've gone for a first pick Invoker to start things off here with the draft. Probably Yasira's hero. We'll see exactly how they look to lane things here. A team known, they ran quite a bit of Ember Spirit when Ember Spirit was popular, but I don't know if we'll be seeing too much more of that here. As for the Treant, it's a second pick, so something that EG have done quite a lot of, which is going for the Treant Protector. We're going to see in Orange's hands here. HGT, Sanking Miranda there opening, so nothing too crazy. Don't really reveal too much. And Miranda's a hero which they can put on support, but at the same time, maybe it's going to be ZSMJ's hero. ZSMJ's not been playing strictly hard carries. He's been playing Lifestealers, Miranas, whatever the team kind of needs. So we'll see what the plan's going to be here for HGT's third/fourth pick. As far as XTT goes, he loves his Centaur, and Axe being the other big offlane hero for him. So Axe still in the pool. Let's say we'll be seeing definitely an Axe, but it's something that he does like to go for. So, we'll see soon enough. Well, the HGT side do want to decide. They're another team who's looking to get well and truly prepared for the TI4 qualifiers. One of the favorites in the Chinese qualifiers next to LGD as well as DT Club. Pretty much the three big names there. I think it'd be pretty surprising if a team other than those three won the qualifier. I mean, CIS every now and then have moments of brilliance, but I think in general, it's these three teams, HGT, DT Club, and LGD, who are the big favorites, pretty heavily. But the SEA qualifier with Orange Esports, that's a lot harder to predict. Scythe, kind of the on-paper favorites, but got teams like Execration, Myth Trust, a lot of kind of dark horses in there, so never really know what you're going to be getting there. So HGT, they go for the XTT Darks here as their third pick. Orange Esports respond with the Shadow Shaman, so they've got their support duo, Shadow Shaman Treant. I like this. It's got a good lockdown, got the Treant Overgrowth to go through any sort of BKBs and to help cancel spells off. Also just use the sneaky natures guys. And as for Shadow Shaman, gives him some good pushing power to combine with what I imagine will be an X1 Invoker. Orange generally do go for that X1 Invoker. So we'll see what the plan's going to be here. They go Lifestealer, so this puts Mirana either on mid lane or possibly into a farming role. But CTY, actually, once again, playing for HGT. Apparently he's just taking over for Kaka, who's on quote-unquote sick leave. I'm not sure of the exact scenario surrounding that one. CTY apparently not playing the TI4 qualifiers, although no real confirmation is known at this point. But you see ZSMJ there. This is going to be his Lifestealer, it looks like. Probably CTY playing the solo mid Mirana. Unless they want to run the Mirana support and pick something CTY-ish, like a Templar Assassin as your last pick to go mid against Invoker, which is definitely possible. No reason they couldn't do something like that. Weaver gets 4th pick, though. So RNG Sports, this decent lockdown. You've got Burrow Strike, Arrow, Vacuum. It's existing. Oh, I forgot. I'm not meant to be spoiling picks. We're back to spoiling. Spoiler arena. Here we go. Let's cover up the spoilers. No more spoiler, boys. There we go. No more spoilers. So there we go. Weaver gets picked up. RNG Sports. We're going to see exactly how they look to play this one. Haven't got Winter's Hero, I don't think, because he's normally their offlaner, but they could theoretically run a Quasworks Invoker offlane. Or Weaver offlane, but neither of those heroes really an offlane specialist by any means, so we'll see what the plan is going to be as we get to our last pick for both the two teams there. I believe that's Socks there they're showing on camera. It's either Socks or Insidious. I know what the other three look like now. I recognize Winter and Sharky, and I figured out what Insidious looks like, but Socks and oh, sorry, Ysir I know, but Socks and Insidious I actually don't recognize. But all these new, young, fresh blood in the Southeast Asian scene. Haven't actually got to see them play on LAN yet, but all right, we're gonna see how the I believe gonna be the Ysir Invoker does here. Put him under pressure. The 17-year-old in China, like he's gonna play in a huge LAN for, I think it's like $250,000 or something in the WPC. It's a lot of money, and this guy is 17 and being put on the big stage here. So, all right, let's see what the plan is. There's OD and Razor, the last two bans for the two teams. So, Razor obviously a decent matchup versus the Lifestealer in general. As for the OD ban, the hero they don't really want going mid against the Invoker. So it seems Orange are expecting maybe a support Mirana when they ban out the OD. So, and there's still options to go like into your Templar Assassin if you want that for your mid lane against Invoker. Otherwise, I mean, CTY's old school classic mid hero is the Clockwork, but I don't think we're seeing solo mid Clockwork. Doesn't really fit too well anymore. Other mid heroes, maybe your Morphling Shadow Fiend, like your EG kind of greedy ones. I think Shadow Fiend could be kind of nice. Gives you need another right click damage here. Yeah, they're gonna go Shadow Fiend. There we go. They need some extra, like a secondary carry to go with the Lifestealer if it's going to be a Mirana support, and Shadow Fiend gives you that. So Sankey will be wanting to take most of the jungle, so we won't be seeing too much stacking for the Shadow Fiend, but still a decent hero regardless. As for Orange, what offlane heroes are left for Winter if they do go for an offlaner? Your Clockwork's probably your bread and butter one, or Timbersaw not great, I feel, against Life. Yeah, it's not great against this draft. I'd prefer to see something like the Clockwork, but what are we going to get coming out here? As RNG Sports still got a lot of bonus time left. Like a minute plus to decide on this one, so they're in no rush here. They want to make sure this opening game for them is going to really be setting the stage for them. How they're going to do it in China, how they're going to do it at the WPC. They've got a lot of matches to play over just a couple of days. There's been a schedule adjustment to accommodate for the SCA qualifiers. They have to be back in Malaysia soon, so they're going to be playing like all their matches over a short period of time. Let me have a quick look and check. Ooh. I was just messing the schedule because the schedule changed kind of last minute here. So I think it's 4 days where they play all 10 of their matches. I think they have 2 days with 3 matches and then 2 days with 2 matches. That sounds about right. But let me get confirmation of that one. Dum. Maybe I won't have confirmation. Oh, there we go. I'm missing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah. All right, I'm also going to co-cast for game 2. That's good, especially because I'm a bit sick at the moment, so I haven't been feeling the best the last couple of days. But this will be a chill, mellow game 1 cast. I'm not sure. what we're going to be seeing here. Okay, so we've got our schedule, which is going to be Orange versus HGT, then they verse IG today. Tomorrow they're versing DT Club, DK as well as LGD. Then they verse CAS, Newbie, and Vici Gaming. And then finally, after that, they verse Tongfu and Arenda. So 4 days in a row of matches for Orange. They're playing 4 days in a row, 10 total matches. That is just non-stop Dota for these guys. These guys won't have time to rest in between their matches. That's actually kind of a scary thought. And there we go. Clockwork it will be for winter. So they get the standard offlaner, and we'll see how this works out for them. As I imagine it will be winter on the Clockwork. Yep, helping ourselves in game. It is Winter who's left to pick, so he'll be taking up the Clockwork. Socks will be on the Carry Weaver. Ysira, the 17-year-old on the Invoker, will be most likely heading towards the mid lane. We'll probably introduce our team. So that sounds better. Let's go back to square one. So introducing our Radiant team, the Malaysian team in China. In the WPC, you're going to have Orange Esports. We've got the Captain Winter in the off lane playing Clockwork. We've got Safe Lane Insidious on the Treant Protector. Ysira playing the Invoker. Socks on the Weaver. And then finally will be Sharky, the old school MUFC/Orange veteran, playing the Shadow Shaman support. So that's going to be Orange Esports. On the Dire side, it will be XTT, the offlane player for Hyper Glory team on the Dark Sea. We've got CTY on the Solomid Shadow Fiend. Pretty Hall playing the Marana. S playing the Shanking. And then finally, on the carry role, ZSMJ playing the Life Stealer. Nearly ward from XTT. Did that get spotted? It looks like it may be. Sharky. Oh, yeah, they're pinging right on top of it. Sharky, man. He's saying that's where it is. Drop the sentry there. This spot right here. Yeah. Getting some instructions from his teammates who saw exactly where the ward went. We do. I do need to turn open mic, guys. Sorry about that. Let me make sure I got mic, camera, action, audio, open mic. Yep, good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Yep, you guys can hear me. I think that's everything. Don't need to turn anything up. No, I'm should be good. Okay, so yeah, we got a little mic bubble. So you guys, sorry about that. For those of you in Dota TV, you can now hear me.
The battle begins.
Hello, Dota TV. Hello. It's to be fixed now. It may take a couple minutes. I'm not sure what the Dota TV delay is on. We're on 0 delay here on the stream since we're at a LAN, but I'm not sure what Dota TV delay is like. But yeah, I need to change my settings. I always forget to change my settings before I cast after I've been playing. So Clockwork at the top lane, just trying to pull back this wave as much as possible. Actually misses. It gets the range creep there, but unfortunately misses on most of the other melee creeps. So unfortunate start for him. As we'll see Pretty Hawk harassing arrow. We'll hit Ysira. Ysira's really getting punished here in this mid lane, and Exort Invoker doesn't really have the best. You can't really trade harass. You've got an Exort already, so no Quaz to heal him up. Expect CT. Leech Seed coming out. The first Ether Shock being used as well, and he's getting zoned right out of this lane. So similarly to the Clockwork at top, although Clockwork does have that cogs that he can use in his favor, but oh, arrow, it hits. Ysira's done for. It's your first blood. The first blood in China for Orange Esports. It's going to be the 17-year-old. His inexperience may be showing a bit there as he gets hit by the second arrow in a row. The first one a point blank one. The second one though, nicely thrown by Pretty Hall from afar and gets the first blood, and it's Shadow Fiend. No, it was the creep wave getting it. So they split it between the Shadow Fiend and the Marana. Like it's Marana, maybe some fast boots here. You do need to be careful. There's no arrow mana. He gets a clarity, I think, pulled from the Sanking there. Oh dear. That's not the start you want if you're in G-Sports here in your opening game. Hyper Glory Team XDT, he's level 2, does have Surge. No mana for Leech Seed, but there will be soon. He's trying to surge out. Body blocks need to come. Insidious has it for Leech Seed. He gets it off. XCT's getting slowed down. We may see a counter kill here. Need 1 or 2 right clicks. The Sunstrike is on the mark. Nicely played by Ysira. Gets a counter kill there after going down in the mid lane. Just barely skimmed in. The Sunstrike was like, he's running this way. Sunstrike's like here. But just clipped him at the edge. Cold snap on the CTY. So Ysira. Let's get a bit aggressive. He has gone for that Null Talisman first build, so has some good stats for trading him. Him on Winter. Very low. Looks like arrow was used at the top lane. But with that, he salves up, and now he knows Marana. Once again, very low mana. And without arrow, you can't really kill Winter here, so actually pushing him off this lane. I guess Lifesteal can actually contribute a lot to it. It's gone for 2 early points in the open wounds for the extra casting range. This will help him out a lot as far as actually initiating on Winter, although once you use the open moves from afar, you just cogs and block him out from actually getting in on you. Alright. Well. I'll see CTY. How's his CS doing? 17 and 7. And solo mid. Well, the former solo mid master. He's been away for some time from Dota 2. It's a familiar name that's been unfamiliar for the last couple of months. On AWOL. But he's back. He's playing as a kind of 6-man / possible replacement for Kaka on the HGT side. Apparently not replacing him for the qualifiers, but no one really knows. Alright, so Ysera, good clarity in the mid lane, can help heal himself up. It looks like Winter maybe just going to be looking to scout out smoke ganks here. Position themselves on the high ground here, and this is just to see if, like, Sanking Mirana trying to smoke gank towards this mid lane. This is a good spot to be to scout it out. You'll see anything they could kind of avoid if they hug the tree line, but no, Winter's going to wait around probably as long as the 4-minute mark just to see what rune comes up. CTY needs to be careful. He comes in Sidious with a couple more cold snap procs. Oh, couldn't get in range to the lead seed. Very close to bringing down CTY there. If they get the lead seed, it's a kill. Oh, now the fight over the 4-minute rune. Winter's going to get a nice cogs off, pushes them away. HGT are camping the bottom rune, so it's going to spawn bottom, and it looks like XTT. He isn't grabbing himself. He's going to keep it for CTY, so... Nice little win for HGT there, with the rune going the way of the Shadow Fiend, who needed that rune. He's dominating the CS in this mid lane. 29 CS to the 13 of the 14 now of the Invoker. Okay. Alright, what are we gonna have out from the RNG Sports? They need to make something happen here. They're going for the minus on Weaver. That's for Treant. He's trying to be active on the map, get those rotations in. Has got the boots, and you need those early boots on Treant. You right-click so hard, but without the boots, you're not getting that initiation. That's close. And CTY being level 5, level 6 now. If you hit that arrow, you get triple raises. It's probably a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was the Mask Invoker doing. We feel okay for now. Oh. Game 1 for RNG Sports. Tied 1 kill apiece, but First Blood did go the way of the Dire side. The top lane, Winter's hit level 3, so doing okay-ish. We'll see if he goes for like a fast bottle, just tries to get the arcane boots, but XCT getting a lot more out of the offlane compared to what our Clockwork's getting here. So Shaman's still just lurking. No real point going in when you can't actually get a full kill there. He'll just stay hidden for now and maybe hope that the Darkseid gets a bit too aggressive. If he pushes out, this Shadow Shaman with this positioning could catch Darkseid by surprise. Hex and Shackles available for the double lockdown. Alrighty. XTT. Is he going to push forward? He's being pinged. Sharky wants to go in. He sees XTT. There's a Shackles as well as a Hex here. Start with the Hex. The Shackles will follow the Aether Shock as well. Does he have mana for the full combo? Yes, he does. Just barely gets the kill there. Nicely played.
To the ancestors.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oopsie daisy. There we go. We're offline from Steam now. All fixed. It's trying to go for a rotation towards the mid lane. Invoker, Ysera not having any of that. Get out of my lane, fool. And ZSMJ, fast phase boots from him at the top lane. So with these, he can really punish Winter and just pressure him out of this lane as much as possible. What are we gonna have here? Sox Midas is complete if he wants it, and yeah, just needs to create back at base, so he'll have that Midas coming out shortly. That's why Ysera is only level 5.5. SF is 2 levels ahead of him. Oh dear. Really not a good place to be. And that was with Invoker. He did get a kill after going down. Like, sure, he gave up the first blood, but he came back, got a kill, but he's just been completely zoned out. SF has 23 denies. Oh man, that's a worry for your Invoker. Now SF is about to hit level 8. Hey man, you forgot the Ogre. Forgot the Ogre. No? Alright, don't want the Ogre. Ryan's gonna... Oh, there we go. Sees the Ogre and is like, oh wait, I gotta kill that. Although he's going to body block the respawn of the camp. Oh no, doesn't do so. There we go, another stack coming up. This is going to be big fire with the SF, possibly the Sand King. I think Sand King's maybe the better option, depending on how much value you're giving CTY. Speaking of CTY, he's got Midas up. In true Arteezy fashion. Is the arrow going to be off the mark in the mid lane? Well, well, well. RNG Sports, it's going okay. They've got the 2 kills 1 advantage here, but the farm looking pretty good in general. It's actually a gold league going the way of HGT. CTY now in trouble. Winter's coming in, doesn't have mana for a battery swap, but a Rocket Flare may be enough on its own. Arrow gonna... Oh, actually catches Insidious here. With a Sunstrike, CTY will go down in the end. Nice gank from RNG Sports, and that's a hero you want to be shutting down. He just picked up his Midas. He didn't actually get to use it, though. It's still sitting on the courier, so what's a 7-minute Midas kind of turns into like an 8.5-minute Midas now.
Attack.
He won't get to use this Midas until maybe even close to 9 minutes, so big loss there for CTY. Almost 2 minutes after he buys the Midas, he gets his first usage off. Blank's being abandoned for now, Insidious making his way up there. Will he spot this Sand King? Oh, yeah, they found Sand King. Sand King could be in some trouble here. Does have Lifesteal to back him up, and Korean? No, actually, no. Korean's in trouble. He's got no Nature's Guys. We'll dodge the arrow, but no real way out of this one. So he goes down there. Should not have been going into that lane so aggressively. Winter's nearby with a hook shot, but not hooking into 3 heroes, especially a Lifestealer being one of them.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, we'll see. He's here. Work on his Midas. We're going to be seeing a lot of Midas this game, it looks like. Sox is one for the safe lane. We'll see Invoker get one for mid. SF is getting one. Lifestealer has gone for drop. So let's say he could have gone for one after the phase boots. You often see phase boots then the Midas, just the phase boots for the later stage, the Midas for you securing the late game. But ZSMJ says, I want to farm, I want to get aggressive and aggressive now. Gets himself a tier 1 tower. He's ready to fight ASAP. He'd love a teammate to have a blink, and that's going to be the Sand King perhaps. Looks like this big stack was farmed. I'm not sure if that was CTY. CTY's got 1200 gold, so I'm guessing he actually farmed this big stack. So Sand King's just been getting the other neutral camps over further west.
Tower is under attack.
At least for now. Sharky smoked up. Unfortunately, he's just short of the level 6. You'd love to be level 6 with this smoke, but looks like Pretty Hole may walk down river. Will get spotted by Sharky from the high ground. You may need Winter with a hook shot to get this kill. No. Oh man, looking at your Cirrus CS right now. 29, make it 30 to the 80 last hits of the Shadow Fiend. 70 on the Lifestealer. A lot of those are neutrals for the Shadow Fiend, but still, a lot of them aren't. Most of them are not. That's where Invoker's just been manhandled in this mid lane. CTY, just a lasting machine in mid. So you can see this kill score and say, oh, it's pretty even. It's 3 kills to 2, but no siree. 4k plus gold league going HGT's way with the farm as well as the towers.
Both accurate.
He's killing the Darkseer bottom lane. Winter using the hook shot for that one. But I'll get RNG spots another kill. I feel at this point they're not going to out farm their opponents, even with the double minuses. They're behind already. They need to just go for constant ganks here, using the clockwork, using the Sunstrike. Combine the clockwork hook initiation with a Sunstrike, and you can find these kills. EP bottom now, and just hit a tier 2, so XCT getting ready to try and defend this one. That's for mid lane CTY, doing just fine. He's picked up some treads to go with everything.
I'm in your debt.
One tower already down below half HP. They're going to drop the Serpent Wards and everything, so unless HGT magically show up with multiple heroes in some way of dealing with these Serpent Wards, it looks like tier 1, yeah, will go down. Clockworking the last hit and everything. I'm not sure if Clockwork's the ideal target, but hey. Winter's got phase boots now with the money.
Do it with flair.
Yeah, maybe continue to throw out those rocket flares as much as possible. He's got level 6 getting close to that level 7. And there we go. He does have his phase boots. DP's top. He's going to be taking the farm up here. So decides he wants some more levels, some more farm. Farming against the SMJ not going to be easy, but with the phase boots, this will actually help keep him alive a little bit. And Treant's also up here to back him up. Treant's now level 6, so Overgrowth not bad against the Rage Lifestealer, but Lifesteal can always wait to use the Rage. Unless he's being forced to engage on, like, use it early for the Shadow Shaman, then maybe get the Overgrowth off afterwards, so it's not like a guaranteed, like, oh, Treant's a hard counter Lifestealer, I feel, but the Overgrowth is a nice option if you can teamfight around it. And make sure you get it on a Rage Lifestealer. But you still need the physical damage to kill him. And right now, Weaver, Invoker both going Midases. They are Exort Invoker as well as Weaver, who's going to be going for a Lincoln's afterwards. So they do some physical damage, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Well, RNG Sports to the mid lane. 4 kills to 2, but S has gone in. He's got a package here. Did he hit the Invoker? You betcha he will. ZSMJ's here. He's inside of this tanking. This will be a kill on the Invoker. It looks like Hookshot may actually... Oh, Ysera! Hookshot combined with the Living Armor will save his life. They've turned this one around. They bring down the Sand King to start things off. ZSMJ goes down as well. Great counter gank from RNG Sports. They turn it around. Ysera's still staying alive. He's even back to almost full HP with the Quas with the Living Armor. Doesn't even have to leave. They rotate in shocks, but he's thrilled to come up to the fight and get himself some experience and some kills there. Really nice play from him. And the entire Orange Esports team just reacting well to some aggression from HGT. Never want to call it too soon. When you see her look to so dead there with a burrow strike with an infested Lifestealer when Lifestealer already has phase and drums, but the hook shot from Winter was perfect. The living armor saved his life, and everything about that was well executed from Orange Esports. Now they're going to try to transition to this tier 1 tower. Arrow catches the stream, but definitely looks like we want to engage off of this. HGT just happy to sit back and not good. Well, they're going to deal with these server mods, it looks like. Alright. So, it looks like Orange Esports is nearby. With the double forward spirits, they really want to chip down this tier 1 tower. They probably don't even mind if it gets denied. They just want to get the map control with it taken out. Ooh, shocked. Good last second Chikuchi there. Just gets out of the way of the arrow. But, well, with a non-deny range, it does seem they do want to back off. They TP Weaver bottom. Jocks will continue farming there. And, yeah, we'll be pretty good to go. As far as the rest of Orange are concerned, they'll leave Weaver farming, but the rest of the lineup may want to try and fight together. Ysira picks up a Staff of Wizardry, most likely for the 4-staff, although every now and then we do see that Yule's Sunstrike Meteor, definitely Blast Style and Invoker, but 4-staff definitely the more reliable way of playing, especially against the Lifestealer. You want that mobility to get away from him if he does try and latch on with the open wounds and right click, so good idea to go for this one. Meanwhile though, HGT, CTY just farming up a storm. This guy is just huge right now. Some Arteezy-like farm on him. Doesn't worry too much about his score, about getting involved in kills, pushing. He says, look, I'm just going to farm, and he's going to have a Treads BKB Midas at 14-15 minutes. That is a scary thought for Orange Esports. They don't really have much of an answer. The BKBs can be somewhat semi-canned by the Overgrowth, but you got to time that, you got to have it up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So as much as these fights are going decently for Orange, they're getting a tier 1 tower as well. They're getting
has fallen.
really badly outfarmed. Like these CSs, 99 on your Lifestealer, SF with 138. He's top of the net worth chart by a big margin, and has his BKB now. So that's going to be coming out in the courier in just a second. With the BKB, they consider fighting. Although CTY, a bit low on mana, may just chew through his bottle charges here. World Spirits will come in, scatter a bit of what HGT is up to. That's actually pretty useful information for Orange Esports. They'll take what they can get. Winter now. He's going to be going for a 4-staff of his own. So multiple 4-staff seems to be the name of the game for Orange. Clockwork going for one, Invoker probably going for Invoker with a completed one. That's actually nice timing. This is much needed. Even just for getting away from a BKB SF, 4-staff could save a life. Your own or a teammate, so. Fox at top, he's just got TP scroll to go with his Midas Treads Perseverance. Not the greatest or scariest farm from him, but we're still just 15-60 minutes in. You want to have that Lincolns up by around the 19-20 minute mark. It did go for the Midas, which will slow down the Lincolns a little bit, but will probably, hopefully, ideally, it speeds up your later item.
Radiant's bottom tower
That's
is
the
under
justification
attack.
for this. S is now moved up with an infested Lifestealer. Who's he going to find? It looks like Shark is going to be the one he does find out, and that's going to be an
Radiant's
easy
middle
kill.
tower is under attack.
Arrow not even needed for that, but that's a Shadow Shaman. They smoke
Like
smoke up. They use, well, I guess pretty horse still smoke, but they use a lot to try and get that kill. And all they get is a support Shadow Shaman. They probably would prefer to get a bigger target. Find the Weaver, find the Invoker. Just getting the pretty much the 5 position support, not the best kill. Oh, Winter avoids the arrow after the burrow strike there, but defending the tier 1 mid with the living armor. They're stalling the push quite decently.
And it's up.
Mirana, I love it. 3 arrow, 2 leap build. We're seeing this a bit more and more from the support Miranas in the Chinese scene. Sansheng did it yesterday, although not very successfully for newbie, but went heavy arrow. 2 points in leap. Did go back for the Starstorm later on, but you just don't have the mana to sustain it. And like 1 or 2 points in Starstorm is just so underwhelming. Doesn't do much damage at all. So you figure you're only going to get later. Like getting that extra point in arrow just adds a nice chunk of damage. And it's kind of like, okay, may as well get it. If you're hitting arrows, you're getting kills. If you're not hitting arrows, you're not going in anyway. So. Looks like both teams want to make sure no one's going for Roshan. Rocket players coming in, arrows scanning things out. Orange is smoke though. It's top lane where they've headed. ZSMJ does need to be a bit careful here. Rage TP, not a reliable escape when you're against a Triad Protector. Green has revealed himself, so I think Orange just basically say, hey look, we're top, we're pushing as 5, and what was the SMJ? Oh, the Rocket Flare didn't scout him, and it looks like HGT may go for Roshan. If they see 5 heroes top, they can
Dire's
go
top
into the
tower
pit,
is
maybe?
under
No, they're going to go
attack.
for the tier 1 bottom. That's the other option. Just try to trade tier 1s
Radiant's
as much as
bottom
possible.
tower
And
is under attack.
TTY can get scary. Like, you've got the BKB on the SF, but you don't have to fight this second. You can
Dire's
wait
top tower
even
has
longer if you
fallen.
want to. He's mid. It looks like they want to try and... I think so ZSMJ doesn't do too much. They're not going to defend bottom Orange, but that's a tower for CTY, so...
Radiant's bottom tower
I'm not
has
sure how
fallen.
thrilled Orange will be about how farm CTY is right now. Weaver's getting up there. We'll TP towards mid lane. They've gone in. They've gone on ZSMJ. ZSMJ is actually trapped in place with the overgrowth there. He's trying to invest into a creep. Can he do so? Does not get the invest off. Just need to find
Dire's
a closer
top
creep,
tower
it looks
is
like.
under
He
attack.
tried so long and hard to...
Radiant's
Oh,
bottom
Sharky,
tower
man.
is under
That's
attack.
That's an ambitious TP.
Dire's
Very,
middle
very
tower
ambitious.
is
He's
under
going to get pulled
attack.
back, and there's no way out for him.
Kill the
Did they get the kill on ZSMJ? It's a huge trade for Orange Esports. You don't even call that a trade. That's just for that victory for Orange Esports to get a kill on the Lifesteal. They're now pressuring a tier 2 tower.
Dire's
Lifesteal
structures are
does have
fortified.
buyback if they want to try and take a fight and defend
Dire's
this one.
middle tower is under attack.
They've used the Moonlight Shadow and everything, so they are trying to make their way into this, but... Tanking's a bit low on mana. Has a Blink Burrow Strike, but no Epicenter mana. Ysira now getting to work on a Necrobook to go with his 4 stuff, and... Things are... looking a whole lot better for Orange after this last couple of minutes of play. The SF's still getting a lot of farm, and... The gold graph, though, has been on the rise. Like, there was a 4k gold lead going HGT's way, but... Ever since, like, a couple tower kills for Orange, and the pick off on the Lifestealer, these kind of kills are very important to Orange Esports at this stage of the game. You can see them in their booth. Oh, just a second, you can. There we go. You can see them in their booth, and it's going to be a decent start. I think they'll look at this game and say, well, from Orange's perspective, they're up 7 kills to 4. They've taken a lot of towers. They probably think they're further ahead than they actually are. And I don't think you could even argue they're not really ahead. The gold graph, well, it's blocked. Game is paused. God damn it, game is paused. I just want to see where the gold graph is. But it looks like we're going to be about like 1k advantage for HGT. But from the Orange side, they're probably thinking we're up kills, we're up towers. We're looking really good here. They have got double minuses, so that gold graph will quickly go in their favor. And now, let's look at our gold graph. Where are we? Okay, we're around the 2k mark. Alright, so we're back in game now. I almost forgot to get in. So
Radiant's
there we go.
middle tower is under attack.
Sharky, you've been doing a good job pressuring towers, pushing lanes as much as possible with the Serpent Wands. And Insidious, the Treant's a key hero against the BKBs, against the Lifestealer Rage, so... HGT has to be careful how and when they fight, and they can't just rely on BKBs as 100% immunity. Pretty Hog gonna... Yeah, he's gonna sack his Ancients for the team, so that's gonna be some good gold for the Shadow Fiend or the Lifesteal later on. And for HGT, they've got this like scary multiple core late game, but I feel like Invoker, almost maybe not as good a late game carry as SF or Lifestealer, but as far as mid game carrying goes, he's almost scarier than some of these, like especially the Lifestealer if you're cutting around the Lifestealer. All right, so looks like the neutrals, the Ancients being considered by HGT, but they don't really want to get in over their head, not when there's a potential Clockwork Hook, but now they go. They're going to bring in multiple heroes. The SMG as well, C2A. This is Team Ancient. Even throwing arrows, they realize that this is quite risky if Orange make their way here with a smoke especially, but that's not the case, so... We've, I was about to say, surely he's got the ultimate ult, but he's got a Lincoln now. So 21-minute Lincolns. Not bad. Not bad by any means, but still needs more on top of this one. They're going to scout out the Ancients going down with a Forward Spirit. Nothing they can really do to prevent this, so is the Rocket Flare also going to come in as well. And get some good information about what HGT are up to, but HGT, they're up to getting more and more farm. And scary amount of farm going to be coming out. CTY with 4.2k. What's he going to be buying here? Does have the Wraith Band he can sell.
Bless your soul.
Hasn't gone for the Blink, so if you wanted to go to the Blink, you would have done so already, which means maybe it's going to be like a Manta style. Maybe your Butterfly Satanic, and then he goes Deso. So he wants the single target killing tower. This is going to be painful for heroes like Clockwork. He wants to be hooking in, getting aggressive, and also helps so much with this Roshan. TTY going to sell the... sells the TP scroll. He may sell the Wraith Band to pick up the Aegis here. Arrow going to land on Roshan.
Radiant's middle tower
Roshan
is
nearby,
under
they seem
attack.
to know what's up. Where are your
Dire's
sentry
top
wards,
tower is
HGT?
under
Where are your
attack.
sentry wards? They've got one in the river here. They're not going to come in, catches out CTY. CTY immediate BKB, forced up to the high ground from Winter. That'll keep him alive. They've got vision of the Sanking here. Sanking. Oh, the wall comes from XCT. That's going to do a lot of damage here. Surfboard's in the middle of things. ZSMJ still full HP though. Just going to town with this Desolator. Orange just melting one by one. The Surfboard's just getting one shot as well. CTY is a bit too scary with this Desolator. And XCT getting a nice initiation with the vacuum wall there. Orange just don't have the best team fight, I guess. Like, they have nothing like a Sanking Darks here.
Roshan has
They've got the Invoker who
who
did go for a Deafening Blast that fight, but hasn't got the full team fight Invoker build or all the levels to back it up. Like, Overgrowth is nice and all, but they only do so much. Oh. With that, CTY gets more farm, more scary. Has an Aegis in his hands, has a Desolator, can sell his bottle for his next big item. He's got 2.5k. Curious as to what that's going to be, the next item. But now it's Darkseer's next time. He picks up a 4-star for himself, an orange. And not going to be happy with how that fight went. I think they felt they were ready to fight because they had a kill lead, they had a tower lead. You know, misled to maybe thinking they were able to fight on equal terms or even in an advantageous position. But Invoker still, like, just Necro 1, that's pretty ineffective in fight. Needs a Necro 3. Your Weaver needs an item on top of the Lincolns, it feels like, to do much damage in a fight. That's for HGT, they're pretty much ready, good to go. ZSMJ, the Phase Drums Armlet. SF, the BKB Desolator, he was kind of the peak of his early game string. He's getting some good scouting out. He sees a lot of these heroes. They haven't been... One thing HGT have not done the best job of is having sentries and or a gem, and I think they want to get that gem ASAP. Mirana's not a bad option for carrying a gem around. Ah, there we go, they've got the gem already. It's just being bought. And oh, Insidious. Where's that courier? Bring that gem out. I was about to say, I don't think they picked up the gem. Yeah, it's going to be arriving now. So Pretty Horde gets a gem. As expected, so. I haven't seen a good Shadow Fiend in a while, and CTY showing
Radiant's
a
middle
beastly
tower
Shadow Fiend
is
here. He's
under
almost got to
attack.
complete a Daedalus as
Radiant
well.
structures are
Crystallis, Daedalus
fortified.
recipe. Just okay, I say almost. He still needs 2k though. So. Hey, in some people's eyes, that's almost. When you're farming as fast as CTY, he'll have that in no time at all. That's what I'm expecting from that. But Mr. Angry Bubble. Good name, CTY. Angry Bubble. They're gonna get a T1 tower. Looks like it may be uncontested. Insidious is in the tree. So.
Dire's structures
Not going to
are
go
fortified.
in. They're going for trades in other lanes. Weaver's
Dire's
split pushing. I
top
think they want
tower
to
is
get
under
Weaver,
attack.
the Desolator, or whatever item Weaver's going up first before they try and fight. Weaver's
Dire's
not going to
bottom
get a T2
tower
though.
is under attack.
Gets it pretty low, but not much beyond that. T2 tower at bottom. Also going to be defended by HGT. Not really anything that worth needing defending, but now Orange is just in a spot where they kind of can't really team fight. They want to try and split push, it seems, using the Weaver and the Invoker, but you're versing a Lifestealer and Fez Bombs into Sanking, your Moonlight Shadow initiation, Surges. There's such good initiation that I think it's really risky to do any sort of split push. If you see multiple HGT heroes on the map, and at that stage you see them because they're pushing a tower or taking a fight and you're losing that fight. With how farm CTY is, I talked about him almost a Daedalus, and well, he's selling 900 gold, so even though he had no money towards his Demon Edge before, he was basically almost at the Daedalus because of how fast he farmed. How much GP are we looking at? 667. Make it 666. CTY. You demon you. Into the Ancients he goes, maybe gonna... It doesn't even need to stack this. You can just kill it so fast that you can just kill it twice. Stack's not needed. Can back off, we'll wait for the respawn. XCT, man, let's do it. Okay, it doesn't block it. And this will be the Daedalus. So bring in that courier, and looks like, yep, Daedalus recipe's there. And, oh god, CTY is just going to demolish heroes in fights with a Daedalus Desolator. This is just ridiculously scary farm from him. There's no fighting Shadow Fiend, not with an Aegis especially. We'll see if they go down the mid lane, or what's the plan here. Shock still needs that Desolator. He picked up a Mithril Hammer. Could even be going for a BKB against the AoE teamfight that HGT have. The Lincoln's BKB, very defensive build, but maybe one you need to go. He's just going to melt to the right click to CTY is the unfortunate thing. And with the gem to give detection and vision, I think he just needs to go damage and hope for the best.
Attack.
There we go. Yeah, he's picked up another Mithril Hammer. But he'll get his Death Slayer here bottom lane, but it doesn't mean he's ready to fight. That's for sure. HGT. Towers going down uncontested.
Thank you from the bottom of my soul.
Cold Burp's coming up. Now they're going to get to work on the tier 3 high ground. There's no glyph as well. CTY with Aegis. Ascendio with Raid. These two can just siege the high ground. Pretty much uncontested.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Like, what do you do if you're orange? Like, you can try and just chip away at them, push them back, throw some meteors, whatever it may be. Oh, Infest. Is this going to be looking for a kill bottom lane? It looks like it. S wants to go blinking after, and won't actually find Sharky. So the push is over mid lane. Nice bit of the split pressure coming out. So even though they lose the Serpent Wards there, it delays the push from HGT.
Illusion.
Oh man, Shadow Fiend is just he's so scary. And even when this Aegis expires, it's just getting replaced by a big item as well. You get a butterfly, you get even just more damage. Orange just can't fight, and you can see why they're sitting on their own base. There's not many kills the last 5-10 minutes, but that's just because of the position Orange are in, where they have to avoid fights at all costs. All they can do is go for that split push.
Double damage.
At some point, Orange do need to go for a smoke and just try and make something happen. And there we go. They're going to smoke up now. I'm going to try to find a pick off and hopefully something more than that. And they know Aegis was about to expire because they timed this exactly as the Aegis did expire. So they're thinking we can take a fight or try to find a pick off and turn it into a team fight or a tower push. Now that Aegis has expired. So CTY, they're more vulnerable. They're going to run right into him though. And he's got the BKB. Winter goes immediately hook-shotting in. Sharky's there as well, but the BKB from CTY being used keeps just hitting so hard. Gets the Requiem off during the overgrowth. We can still do damage there. They lose the Shadow Shaman. XTT will go another Weaver, so a nice start to the fight from Orange Esports. CTY on the high ground not really being dealt with here. Meanwhile, Weaver wants the Assembly. The Assembly getting very low. That's not getting the Burrow Strike through as I think they lost the gem there, yeah. Orange Esports claimed the gem, so nice fight there, killing off 2 heroes, including the core hero Darkseer, and taking their opponent's gem. Not the best position that CTY was in. Couldn't do enough damage there. The overgrowth stopping his right clicks as well, so Orange down but not out here. Like, they're up a couple kills, but the gold graph is, yeah, not too friendly for them. They're down by almost 10k gold, 7k XP, but still a somewhat open game. Orange Esports have not lost just yet. Wondering what they can actually do and get from here. Like, they can just... It seems like smoking and catching their opponents by surprise, and also the Death Slayer from the Weaver has been the key thing. So you add like a butterfly on top of this for Weaver, and I think Weaver can get pretty damn scary. Sanking struggled to find the right kind of initiations in these fights as well. Hard to go on a Weaver when he's got the Linkers. You can't just go Blink Burrow Strike and try to focus him down. But HGT, they're going to pressure tier 2. There's going to be a butterfly coming out for CTY.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Doing some raise practice there. Why not? Orange should know there's no gem for HGT. They only bought that gem recently, so if they want to try and use the Nature's Guys to engage, they can, but Sentry Wards are already prepped, so... Oh, Winter. Nice bit of footwork over the cliff there with the 4-staff. Gets himself to safety.
Dyer's
another Sentry Ward's here ready.
Under attack.
I think I saw... Okay, yeah, Insidious, man, you gotta be so careful. Oh, he's a gem as well, so he sees the Observer Wards with the gem. So he sees the Observer Ward. Maybe if he gets close enough, he'll even see the Sentry Ward. But Shock's doing a great job trading for the top tier 2 tower. Orange Esports just kind of being the puppeteers right now, moving HGT somewhere around the map, or like, I mean, if HGT aren't moving around the map, and as a result, Orange Esports are just taking objectives around the map.
Is under attack.
Thinking that going in here. Arrow gonna be there. There's your vacuum wall. Catches out 3. A lot of damage being done. CTY, not the best Requiem of Souls here. Actually doesn't hit anyone. They lose the Shadow Shaman to start the fight there. I'm surprised CTY didn't just cancel that ulti.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Look shot here. We'll see if he goes in for this one. A nice vacuum wall.
Under attack.
Fortunately, they just didn't have the follow-up damage to killing or not. The SMJ couldn't get in there. CTY couldn't get in there, and the damage output was purely from the Darkseer. Fire strike through Insidious. Oh, he's gonna get the Sanking here. Sanking goes down. Hookshot goes on CTY. He's got no BKB. Oh no, he does. He saved it. CTY just gonna get right click down. Weaver will bring him down. Shocked. Coming out on top of this one, the gem gonna now be dropped by the True Protector, who did die to the SF ultimate. Chases on from Shocked. Pretty haul. Leaps out to safety. XCT needs to be careful himself. Can't get the blink off the damage up from this Weaver. Oh my gosh, so much minus armor there from the Swarm. And
Dire's
Orange
top
Esports
tower
win a
is under
convincing
attack.
team fight. They killed the SF, and that was SF with the evasion there. I'm surprised Weaver just did so much damage to him. Thought the evasion would kick in and help keep him alive, but nope. CTY just getting pummeled. This is where you guys think CTY, like the Desolate is nice for your, Deso Daedalus is nice for your damage output, but you really want like lifesteal in general as SF. The Butterfly Satanic Crit seems to be like, that's the build we saw Ferrari doing a lot of at TI3. Butterfly Satanic, then the Daedalus. You need the lifesteal, you want the evasion to also help keep you alive, and these items also give you good damage output. Sharky, he's trapped. Roshan's just beating down on Sharky. Luckily his team's going to show up and help him out. He blinks out of there. Ooh. Sharky man, that was scary.
Incoming!
Arrow comes in, but too late. Hits a forward spirit and ages for shocks on the Weaver. Orange Esports, after that team fight, they're still behind by a pretty decent gold margin, but the experience is going to get a hell of a lot closer. And
Tower is under
more
attack.
towers going their way. Orange Esports going to get their 5th tier 2 tower of the game if Weaver can get this bottom tower. And with a DD room with an Aegis, he should be pretty comfortable to do so. And yeah, that talent up. Yeah, it does.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Like hot cheese on the grill. This goes down. ZSMJ, he's working on the Assault Crest here, and this is a much needed Assault Crest. They need the armor, they need to be able to negate as much of the physical damage from Weaver as well as Invoker as possible at this stage. Invoker with a BKB, so Orange Esports still in fighting distance here. What looked like a really good HGT start with how much they were farming on CTY especially is suddenly looking nowhere near as pretty. CT at mid, he's full stuff and blink, so he's gone pure mobility, which is I think is a good idea. But there's your Assault Crest, so that's going to help HGT out quite a bit in these next couple of fights. D70's just been under, like he's 1, 2, and 3. Like where are the kills? Like you look at Lifesteal with Sanking and Fest Bombs, you expect these to be getting your team lots of kills, but Orange Esports have been reacting and responding to the aggression really well. So for now, Orange may be grouping up for another smoke. Oh, what happened to that gem? They had a gem. Is it back on the courier? Yeah, it's back at base. Oh, and HGT are ready. They're poised on the high ground. Weaver, see smoke get revealed. It's like, I'm not going high ground. That ain't happening. That's definitely not happening. HGT make their way back past mid lane and not gonna get spotted just yet, but man, oh man. Not the best smoke. Pretty much as bad as it gets when it comes to smokes. It is very deep behind this tier 2 tower. They may just go for the tier 2 tower, speaking of which. CTY does a buyback if they want to, if HGT want to try and take a fight. He's the big DPS machine from the Chinese squad. The T2's already dead. Darkseer unable to get any sort of initiation off of this one. Clockwork's nearby, ready for a hook shot. Sharky goes in, gets a Hex on CTY. Can they burst him down here? They need to chain stun him, and Weaver's there. They lose CTY to start the fight. He immediately buys back here. Darkseer's in some trouble as well. Tries to force up to the high ground, doesn't actually make the gap here. Now there's your hook shot. It's going to be S on the Sand going down to that one. Shadow Fiend, he's fought back to this, but not being able to do too much. Luckily, the Darkseer survived. Missed the force up to the high ground, but still survives the ensuing fight. And Weaver's picked up an MKB, so he's able to deal with any evasion on the opposing team. Yeah, actually, SF had the Talisman of Evasion, so it's actually a really smart pickup, this MKB. That's partly why SF just melted in that fight. Well, melted like a fried egg on a hot sunny day on a car. I'm trying to come up with as many melting puns and similes today, guys. That's the theme of today. I've done 2 terrible ones so far. I need to improve my similes. I'm not feeling very creative. It's been a long sick week for me. I'm actually got a bad cold. But God, I need to stop. Luckily I got a good friend of mine to come co-cast with me for game 2. Here we go. Pretty Haw. He's got the. Is this a new gem or is this the same gem? I think this is a new gem. Pretty sure there was a gem on the Radiant side. Yeah, Treen's got the gem. So, God, CTY he's like, all the farm in the world, and he's just not doing enough. He's just not doing it. He's not carrying. Like, this SF is meant to carry with this much farm. It's meant to be the carry SF show right now. We're not seeing it. Pretty Horse done his part on the support Mirana. S has not done the had the best initiations, but CTY's had all the space in the world. All the space to get the farm, and I mean well, he was top farm. He's no longer. Weaver's taken over him, and Weaver 4.5k gold. He's gonna be selling that minus and picking up what I imagine will be a butterfly, maybe a Heart of Tarrasque fairly soon. Because SF's not going MKB. Well, maybe he goes back for an MKB if he sees the butterfly, but he doesn't want to go MKB. At this point, he's a glass cannon. MKB makes him even more of a glass cannon. He wants lifesteal. This is the problem with this Desolar. You can't get lifesteal. He's thinking, man, I wish I had lifesteal so I could actually fight this Weaver. Sharky's looking for he had a great initiation last fight on TTY. He's gone in again. There's your Heck. The Ghost is being used. Epicenter being challenged as well. Doesn't get the Blink up though. The Serpent's cancelling that one. He does get Burrow Strike through in the end. The Shackle's coming out. Not doing enough damage here. S getting low. Ooh, Will looks like he barely survived. The Necro 3 giving some vision here. As they invest into the Necro 3. Trapped in the cogs as well. No one's actually died on this one just yet. That's your life stealer inside that Necro 3. Watch out. I don't know if you're... Well, I guess you can bring it with you and try to get the kill, but I don't think they realize life steal is inside it. There's your life stealer. Rage, TP, Overgrowth, not up. Do some decent damage there. Arrow will catch shocked. No one actually going to fight. Wow. Bit of an anticlimax there. Orange wanted to fight with the Aegis, it looks like. Did they lose the Aegis? Or did it just expire? Yeah, it looks like they lost the Aegis. It was about to expire in about 10 seconds, so it's not a big loss for them anyway, but... Aegis is gone. Next Roshan in at least 2 minutes time. 2 minutes plus. Zaki, I think, would love a BKB, because he can go blink Hexing into the SF and not worry about dying with a BKB. Not worrying about getting interrupted by the Sanking Burrow Strike. He pretty much can set up a kill on TTY with a BKB of his own. There's Weaver, there we go. It's going to be hard to Tarrasque, so no Butterfly. I like the Heart, though. Gives him the passive HP regen for when he's taking damage and needs to heal up. And it's survivability in a different form, like raw HP versus evasion. Slightly less damage output from the Heart of Tarrasque, but more survivability. So the longer you stay alive, the more damage you're going to be dealing in theory anyways. So, I worry for HGT. They had this game so much in the early game. Look at this big lead of theirs. 10k gold lead. It's been gone back to 0. Experience, I believe. Yep, Orange Esports, it's in their favor. SF now picks up his Butterfly, but against the MKB or Weaver, this is not going to matter. Invoker may have a Scythe of Vice as well soon, so we're going to see plenty of answers to the Shadow Fiend. Lifesteal as well. I'm just not really... I don't think they need to be that scared of the lifesteal in these fights. You've got 4 staffs, you've got Ghost Scepters. HGT are just struggling to find kills, and it's Orange Esports who I think are in control and who are leading this game 1 at this stage. They weren't before, that's for sure, but... Orange Esports, their first match in China in WPC. They've played 1 online match against Titan back at home, but this is their first match actually at the WPC Studios, and looking to start things off with a win. Here comes the smoke. The wrap around the Moonlight Shadow is going to wear off fairly soon, or it's going to last just long enough to get to the high ground. Maybe Sanking's there. He sees the Invoker, will not get a BKB off in time. They may just lose the Invoker to start the fight. Gets forced away, gets a BKB off, still goes down though. Mashes that BKB, but not going to save his life here. Weaver taking heavy damage from the Shadow Fiend, forced to pop the timelapse very early. CTY BKB will go for the Requiem of Soul. Sox forced to back off away from this one. There's a hook shot for Mirana. Mirana still has lead. Clockwork taking big damage here. CTY needs one more right click. He won't get the kill. The cogs with the pushback helping him out. Shock's dodge an arrow now as well. So a 1-for-1 trade so far, it looks like. Could have been a lot worse for Orange Esports. That's how that fight looked to me. And what a fast Roshan respawn. I can't believe Roche is already back up. That was one of the faster Roshan respawns, and HGT are going to secure this being on the dire side. And also, I would say slightly winning that fight. Well, Orange Esports not going to be too pleased to have that Roshan fast respawn, or that team fight. That team fight went really poorly for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Almost get TP. There's no vacuum. Just TP out. Alright, he's going to make his way back walking. Going for a Yule Scepter, it looks like. I like this item. BKB is definitely good here, but there's a lot of right-click damage still. So life still with the Aegis. SF's gonna have the cheese up. Not entirely sure about this, because if he gets chain stun, initiated on by a Hex, to Invoker, nukes and lockdown into Clockwork Hookshot, he can just fall. This cheese may not even get used in a fight if he's not careful. Shops now, he's got plenty of farm for himself this game, but at this stage it's going to be Weaver and SF both close to that maxed out point. Butterfly C2I, not a bad item at this point, even though the evasion will be countered by MKB. Just gives you good armor, good hack speed, good damage. An evasion against the other heroes, like the Necro 3 minions, the Invoker right clicks, whatever else it may be. So I still think it's not a bad item, but he really desperately needs a Satanic at some point. If Weaver goes Butterfly, he needs to go. I think he goes MK, like replace the Deso with an MKB, and then you get the Satanic, like to fill that cheese item slot once the cheese has been used. But that's also, you don't need the MKB if Weaver's not going to be getting the Butterfly. But Butterfly is probably the best next item for Weaver, I want to say. Shocks, I'm not going to buy it just yet. This courier's going to make its way to the secret shop, and it's going to be, what are we looking at? A Yule Scepter maybe, a Side Device coming soon as well for the Invoker. Yeah, Invoker's just like 300-400 away from a Side Device, so Hex is up soon. Alright. And with a Hex up, I think Orange get a whole lot scarier. The big thing is Ysira needs to stay alive long enough to actually, like, he gets initiated with a Blink Burrow Strike before he gets his BKB off, he dies at the start of the fight. Maybe need like a Ghost Scepter at some point. We've seen how hard the SF and Lifesteal can right click, especially this Shadow Fiend. These Ghost Scepters are
Radiant's
pretty valuable.
top tower is under attack.
That and or just mass armor, like getting Shiver's Guard, Assault Crest with this Radiant team. It's like, but who's going to farm these items? Like Clockwork can maybe go for, probably picks up a Plate Mail and starts making his way towards the Shiver's Guard. I wonder if even, it's unconventional, but you could even make an argument for Weaver getting the Assault Crest. Sell the Mice getting the Assault Crest. It's similar to the Butterfly, as far as you get the attack speed, it gives you a bit more damage because of the minus armor, but helps out your team a whole lot. I think it would give you some decent, in theory, maybe the evasion's better survivability against the right clicks of the SF until SF gets MKB. It's a possibility, but Butterfly will be a more stock standard option. And for our HGT here, they're not going to be too thrilled about where they are, considering the start they had. We'll also just play this more passive farming style for now. They don't want to drop a game here. I think they're still in the race. I'm going to see if I can pop up the standings here for WPC on my other monitor, see where HGT are. I don't know if HGT have a chance of advancing to the playoffs or not. I know DK were in danger of not making it to the playoffs, which would be a big, big shock. HGT, yeah, they're not doing too well. They haven't actually played that many games. There's still quite a few matches left, but they're 1, 2, and 4. They've got 4 total points, so they've got 1 win, 2 draws, and 4 losses, so looking unlikely they'll make it to the playoffs. Hey, if they win out, though, anything's possible. And with the way HGT have been in pretty good form lately, leading up to the TI4 qualifying, so it's a possibility. You never know. Alright, so SF's 5k gold, Weaver's got himself 6k gold. Both will be making sure they have buybacks at this stage. The Invoker does not. I guess that's where you buy the Hex. The Hex is potentially a game changer. So it's worth just buying the Hex and playing around the fact you won't have buyback for some time. And he goes back bottom lane, so he's going to farm and try and work on that buyback. Doesn't he be careful, because he doesn't know quite how many heroes are down here. Could be a bit of a trap, but he's pushing out, and he'll see some heroes top soon enough with the both teams with the observer on this cliff. So for Orange, they're sitting back for now, and I think it's hard for them to push. Like, they can't really go high ground. They can't really team fight that well because of the just Darkseer sanking aspect. Your opponents have an AoE disable in the vacuum, which sets up a Burrow Strike and set up an SF ultimate. And even though you've maybe got the slightly stronger lineup, like, you don't want to be trying going for a 5-on-5 team fight. So at 46 minutes into the game, Orange are just happy to sit back, wait for the next item or two. Need to just get some more survivability against this heavy right-click damage of CTY and TSMJ. And TSMJ is actually the one going down mid lane. He's picked up a Manta style now, so good item as far as survivability goes. But they're not going to use this Age. It's expiring in 25 seconds, and Unless they just high ground right now with this creep wave, and it doesn't look like they're going to be doing that. Well, they see ZSMJ here in the trees, but they're not going to get a chance to use this Aegis on lifesteal. I guess they care more about the SFGs. Cheese drop? Where is that cheese gone? Is that going to be passed over to ZSMJ? It's on the Sand King for now, so ZSMJ says, I want this next big item up. As for Weaver, 7k gold. He needs to start thinking. He has sold his Midas already. I think you want to be sending out that courier to go buy whatever it is you want to buy. Be it Butterfly, be it Assault Crest, Divine Rapiers, dare we say it.
Invisibility!
Shox is making his way towards top, so he's going to be thinking about split push at this stage of the game. Look, when Orange not wanting to take a head on 5-1-5 fight, and that's where they want to be, just pushing out these lanes, farming the enemy jungle. I guess Shox just feels a lot safer here in his own. That's for HGT. They're trying to get some aggressive wards down in the enemy jungle, but they're just not finding anyone. Orange are playing very, very defensively. This game, so much in the balance that neither team's willing to take much of a chance here. HGT will kind of crawl bit by bit further ahead because Orange are the ones playing a bit more defensive. And when HGT have a cheese, they've got the slightly scarier carry. I don't blame them, but it does mean that if this game continues at this pace, it's HGT who are getting more out of the farm. They're farming the enemy jungle, they're getting their ancients, they're getting Roshan whenever it's up. Neither team with a tier 2 tower at this stage of the game. Oh, no. I take that back. Orange have their top tier 2. Didn't see that. My eyesight fails me. So, Orange may be thinking smoke now. You play this kind of slow farming style for long enough, and then your opponents just think, oh, they're always farming. So you go for that smoke and you look to catch them by surprise. What's the name of the game here? There's your Weaver Butterfly. As the Butterfly's picked up, they smoke and want to go fight. I think this is a decent timing. Weaver's hit level 25, has buyback. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's 100 gold short, but he should have it after a kill or two in the fight. Like, he's not going to... I mean, in theory, he could instantly die. Doesn't have a BKB or anything, but... as long as he gets a single kill out of this fight, he'll have buyback. Oh, he dropped mid lane. They've gone in on CTY. The Hex to fall the BKB. They're trying to pull up CTY. Gets forced up out there. Sharky goes in the walls. The Ghost is being used as more. CTY taking big damage. Gets the man stuff. Gets to the high ground here. Orange have lost 3 to the vacuum wall. ZSMD wants more. Epicenter being challenged. There's no blink. There's a 4-star forward. Now the Burrow Strike there as well. S goes in the Sandstorm. No detection. And they stun up Shox as well now. Yes. Shox is going to go down possibly. The Sandstorm being going to get him twice. It's 4 for nothing. Orange Esports. They thought they were ready to fight with the Weaver Butterfly, but turns out no siree, they were not. Cheese not even used by ZSMJ. That just went horrible, and Weaver's got no buyback. I talked about he needed 1 kill. They did not get the 1 kill. If they got 1 kill, he had buyback, and they got nothing. Didn't even have to get the kill himself. He just had to be in the gold range for it. And now he's 60 gold short, and Orange are like, crap, we thought we had the Weaver buyback. And now they're going to be maybe even losing Raxus here mid lane. Loka's back in 20, does a buyback, but he probably won't, like, not much point buying back when your Weaver doesn't have buyback. Take another quick look at that last fight here. The 4-star saving CTY. Just barely gets out of there. Everyone just getting trapped in the wall. ZSMG just goes to town.
Radiant structures are
oh boy,
fortified.
then he had the Epicenter finishing off the last couple of heroes as well. So we got ourselves back in game now, and we are going to see the tier 3 tower Raxus being sieged down as well.
Has fallen.
Weaver, how long to that buyback?
Radiant's middle
5 gold now.
Has fallen.
HGT are trying to go bottom lane. I think they're like, okay, Weaver's got no buyback. We can go for another set of Raxus, but Weaver does now. He needs to use it.
Radiant's bottom tower
He does. It's maybe too late. There's a hook shot in. They've gone in on ZSMJ. ZSMJ getting low. He's got the cheese, so if he survives this one, he will do so. He can try and turn this one around. CT gets a nice vacuum off. CTY just too beastly right now. He's just hitting so bloody hard. He's doing so much right-click damage in these fights. Anyone getting locked down. Ysira going to go down to the Burrow Strike in the end. Now Shox needs to try and fight. Will get the kill on CTY. Gets himself a double kill as well. Shadow Fiend. Does he have boots of travel? Yes, he does. Does he keep it back in and try and end this game? That could be a mistake if he does. He's keeping mid. It looks like his life still gets an interesting little creep here. CT are ready to maybe keep on fighting. CTY's got the BKB. I think they just go for Roshan here. Roshan has respawned. No reason to overstay their welcome. Although, nope, they want to go high ground. Invoker and Treant both dead. No Mirana for the time being, but... Yeah, they're backed off. I think they've figured out Roche is back up. So CTY... He hasn't got the slots for it. Maybe even drops his Desolator at this point. I would consider dropping your Death Slate just to give SF this. Yeah, he sells his Death Slate. Good idea. Take the Aegis, yes. Give Chiso, Lifestealer, or Darkseid wherever it may be. Yeah, you can sell 2. I think, yeah, Lifestealer did end up using the Chiso. They've got just the 1 cheese at the moment. Back to farming we go. No, I think HGT with the Aegis and cheese will look to get another Seraxes. They know most of these buybacks are on cooldown. Shock's going to sell his treads, buy a crit. He's going all in. Says no boots from me. Darkseid's got a hero blade. Jesus. This is a cool little item as well, because you can use this to save teammates from the scary Weaver. Not to mention do some decent nuke damage and try and blow people up in your nuke combos of the Sand King, Mirana, SF, Requiem. I'm worried who Weaver's actually going to kill. Hero Blade's there. Other Ghost Scepters? Yeah, Sand King's got one, Mirana's got one, so everyone except the 2 cores, and the 2 cores you don't really need the Ghost Scepters on. T2I is starting on an MKB now. See what he drops, if anything. Maybe just going to wait for the Aegis to expire, but he's to send Illusions high ground, chipping away at this range rack. He's going to bring out the ZSMJ is building a harder Trask. It looks like ZSMJ is going to wait out the hard here. He's got a fully completed hard. He's got the Reaver on his hero already, so. Okay. Pretty hole. Position near this bottom lane. Look for that arrow in. Not going to happen just yet. There we go. Lifestealer's heart just arrives now, so. They're ready to go. It's now. With the heart, with the Aegis, the cheese. They're going to force this fight. They know Shox is not a buyback on the Weaver. They'd love to try and kill him, but hey, they'll take any kills and pickoffs they can get to start this fight. This MJ kind of needs to wait for a creep wave, but we may even see them ignore that. God, Nectar 3 just melts. The SMJ tanks the melee one, and CTY just like 1 crits the ranged one. And the high ground ward's still there. I don't know. Yeah, there is a gem on tree to try and deward it. Tree needs to get a little bit closer there. Deward. No, nothing happened. There's a hook shot in. They've got him. The SMJ gets a 4-stuff out though. These 4-stuffs being pretty damn useful. They mech up HGT and see them probably have another go at this one. There is an Ag Scepter on Clockwork, so hook shot cooldown's not really saying to lose hairs over. ZSMJ does take a little bit of damage, but he's got a hard thrust. He's going to heal all of that back off. No time at all. Easy peasy. Onto the rack as they go. Range track will be the first target here. There's no glyph up at the moment. They've got to go in and soon. Krant really wants to try and save his ultimate for the BKBs. He's hit by an arrow though. Lifesteal's just going to try and kill him. No treant for you. No overgrowth this fight. And without overgrowth, I worry. I don't know how they're going to fight the SF. Who's just bought a new... Did he just buy a new BKB? Or he's bought an MKB? See if he flies that one out for me. I'm not sure what he's going to replace with this. There is a Hex going out on the Sand King. Sand King gets a really poor initiation. And well, CTY in a lot of trouble. He's got the Aegis here. He's bringing out his Korean with the MKB, which is going to replace some of these items. Put out in the cogs and brought down. ZSMJ now going to town on Shock. 4-stuff away. Weaver needs the time left. We'll get it off. Hope still alive for Orange Esports as long as this Weaver lives. Clockwork goes for a hook shot, but 4-stuff away. Double gem now on Pretty Hall. He's taken the Orange Esports gem. We'll get shackled up. He may drop both of these. He's Hero Blade. Trying to be used defensively, but Clockwork just finished off with Rocket Blade. That's 2 gems being dropped. Nice hook shot from Winter. Catches XTT. They want some more, and they're going to get at least XTT. Can Winter find some more? He's got another hook in 5 seconds. The hooks just keep on coming. They hex up TSMJ. He's actually in some trouble here. Nice Burrow Strike from Ed. Catches out multiple here. CTY does not a BKB. TSMJ, 4-stuff away. Winter. What's the plan? Who's going to hook from this when he goes in on the lifesteal? Another hook shot, 3 in a row from Winter. Another Burrow Strike coming in. Shock's getting very low, but there's no gem. Triple kill for your Weaver. Looks like Winter, I think, consider about chasing some more. Maybe one CTY here. He's the only one left standing here. Weaver's going to play this very carefully, though. They need a Hex as well. 5 seconds till the Hex. With Hex, they go for this one. CTY's just trapped. He's got a BKB. He needs to use it soon. Is he going to do so? It looks like it's too late. The ultimate's not going to get any kills as well. That's a team wipe. HGT lose everyone. They get the racks as bottom, but they pay for it so dearly. Winter made some big plays with the hook shots there, and Weaver barely managing to stay alive. Is this the turnaround? Is this the throw coming from HGT? There's no buyback for your Shadow Feed. Lifestealer does have buyback. I mean, you can see here. Lifestealer does. He's the only hero with buyback right now. Weaver has his in 2 seconds, so if they push, Weaver has buyback. It could be a 2-life Weaver with a Daedalus. We'll see if he buys a complete Daedalus. The crew currently seeing at base. Yeah, takes the rest, but he's going to the shop to buyback. And they're going for the counter Raxes here, down the mid lane. This game's still not over. Orange Esports, they're still in this one. 57 minutes in and counting, and now we look at 2 buybacks on the orange side. Just the lifesteal buyback. He's going to be respawning soon, so we won't have to use it to defend, but he'll have it so we can have 2 lives for the actual defense.
Under attack.
This whiff now being used here with shocks and the surfing wards on the high ground. Possible Raxus coming in without the SF. I don't even know if HGT want to fight this one. Not mid lane, not with the surfing wards and the Necro 3. Now look at this huge top crit wave. They're going to swing top. They could. Yeah, they're not going to go for the throne. They're going to swing top. Weaver gets the Daedalus up. This is a scary ass Weaver here. Now it's going to be 4 Raxes apiece if they get this top rack. This game's still anyone's game. ZSMJ trying to go in here. The Moonlight Show being used, but still 10 seconds with no Shadow Ping. Fox now in a bit of trouble. Great hook shot. The cogs onto 2. ZSMJ just trying to throw away his life for the defense here. He's got buyback, but he's not getting a chance to use it. The Chaos Mutant almost killed the Mirana here. Barely survives. A Rocket Flare could finish him off. They get the Raxus meanwhile. Mirana and Darkseer both dead. The Darkseer has no buyback. They're going for the throw here. The Shadow Ping's going to be the last hope. ZSMJ just once again trying to throw away his life. There's the Burrow Strike from S going to miss. Shock gets the tier 4 tower. He moves on to the Sand King. He is Sand King. Sandstorm's away from this one. ZSMJ now could be in a bit of trouble for its first life. Does have buyback here. There's a counter push. It's a base race coming out from CTY. He's going for the tier 4 towers. Oh, they blow up the tree and protector. This is not looking good. Meanwhile, the Radiant base, the tier 4 towers getting focused as well. Sand King is here. Doesn't have a Burrow Strike just yet. Lincoln's has been procced. Meanwhile, they're locking down CTY. CTY is going to go down. CTY is dead. ZSMJ, he's shot up now as well. The Radiant is going to win the base race. There's no one to defend the throne. CTY buys back, but it looks like it's all over. GG is called. Orange Esports turn it around. They're doing 4 Raxes. They win game 1 of this best of 2 in an incredible base race. What a game here. In game 1, Orange Esports, their opening match in China, and they come up big. They come up deep in the clutch here. These guys just jump out of their seats. They're so happy. They are so thrilled with that one. They are jumping up and down. High fives all around. What a reaction from the boys in orange. As for HGT, they look defeated. They look like they do not look pleased with themselves. They were up 4 Raxes. The game was theirs. But somehow Orange hold on and turn things around. They take game 1. This is a great sign of what's to come. Orange Esports, a team trying to make it out of the SEA TA4 qualifiers. Trying to just do well in the WPC. They could theoretically qualify for the playoffs if they have a good run. That's a big, big if. No one is expecting Orange to make it to the top 6 of the group stage in the Eastern groups with the Eastern teams. With teams like DK, IG, Vici Gaming, LGD, Titan, you name it. Orange are not expected to be up there with the top teams, but this is a fantastic start to their Chinese run. You can see ZSMJ. He looks so unhappy. He does not look pleased with himself, with his team, whatever it may be. He's not a happy camper. And while Winter, he's the macho man for a reason. He takes game 1, and Orange Esports have done it. They get the turnaround. The dream is real, guys. Well, I'm happy. My good friend Winter there, he's doing fantastic in China. The MVP, though, for the game is going to be Shocks on the Weaver. Played a hell of a carry game that time around. 16, 1, and 9. He played a huge game. I mean, all around Orange Esports, they were down and out, and everyone stepped up when they needed it. Winter with the hook shots, Shocks with the right clicks, Sharky with some clutch disables, and Yasir on the Invoker with some much-needed disables coming out from the Sheepstick. So, game 1 in the bag. Orange Esports have taken it, guys. We're going to go to game 2. See if HGT can bounce back. Definitely the favorites coming into this match, but Orange Esports, they've started in a bit of an upset here. They take game 1, guys. Quick break coming your way, then we're going to be back. I'll have a co-caster with me, joining me for game number 2, so don't go anywhere, guys. More WPC action continues soon.